everybody. We're back again to talk some more NFL football. We are down. Again, we get closer and closer and closer. This has been the weirdest year
in a long time.
Because
there's no standouts.
You say you get down to the nitty gritty. I don't know. Who's going to win the NFC?
Or the AFC.
Or the AFC. Or
it's up in the air year.
The playoff
Anybody
games.
can.
Or the wild. Who's going to be the wild card this year?
Anybody can.
I don't know. This has been one strange year of football.
It's bizarro world.
Bizarro world. But what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the winners and losers of Week 11. We're already into Week 11. And then we'll talk about our dumpster fire of the week. We have a new dumpster fire. And then we'll jump into who we think is going to be the winners and losers of Week 12. Starting out with a barn burner on Thursday night, we had the Tom Brady-less New England Patriots
playing at the Falcons.
And the Falcons scored how many points?
They literally laid an egg.
And literal egg. The Patriots, they just didn't skip a beat, did they? They went without Tom Brady. Okay, we'll take a year off. Okay, we're going to go back now.
Now they got macaroni and cheese.
They got macaroni and cheese, just plain mac and cheese there. But it's fantastic, and he's fantastic. He's
a rookie QB.
For a rookie QB, Atlanta's not a good team this year, by no stretch of the means. But to put up 25 points and outscore, they're what, 6-4 now?
7-4.
7-4. 7-4 is not a fantastic record.
But it's a playoff record.
But it's pretty good as far as the schedules go this year. Almost everybody's got 3 losses or 4 losses, whatever. So this has been a weird year. So the Patriots are right back up in there.
Do you know what's a fun fact?
What's that?
The Patriots won by 25 points.
Oh, that's not the last. That's not the first time they'll outscore the Falcons by 23, or the last time they'll outscore the Falcons by 23.
The Falcons were ahead 28-3 in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, we all remember the collapse of the century.
And then there was an eclipse that night, a lunar eclipse that lasted for 3 hours and 28 minutes.
Yes. It's just like it was an omen. It was just meant to be there. So the Patriots are good and the Falcons
stink.
Are not.
They scored 3 points in the last 2 games.
That's horrible. Let's jump on into our Sunday games. We had the Washington Dubs at your Panthers, and your Panthers come up a little short.
Somewhat of a disappointing.
The offense didn't look too bad, but the defense
kind of fell apart.
A little bit. And now Washington's surging a little bit lately. Of course, everybody is surging lately. Washington's won 2 in a row. San Francisco's won 2 or 3 in a row. Everybody's winning 2 or 3 in a row, or losing 2 and 3 in a row. They should have won 2 and 3 in a row. But Carolina didn't look bad. They just off a little bit. And again, that was Cam's first game back, so.
He ran for a TD.
His use of the playbook is probably just that much because he hasn't been able to practice all that much. So we'll see as the rest of the season goes here. But the Panthers are still struggling a little bit there. We had the Colts at the Bills. What the crap?
Jonathan Taylor just went Super Saiyan on the Bills.
5 TDs.
He went Super Saiyan 2 on the Bills.
He went Super Saiyan 3 on the Bills, I think, man.
He went Super Saiyan God on the Bills.
Yeah, 584 yards and 5 touchdowns. If you had him on your fantasy team, congrats. You kicked the crap out of whoever you were playing. Yeah, damn. Man, that is something, man. 5 TDs. Well, that's fantastic, but what's happening to the Bills?
Well, they're inconsistent.
They've lost 2 out of 3 now, I guess?
They're inconsistent right now.
At one point, I thought this was the Bills' year. And you know what? It still may be. But who's the best team in the AFC now? Let's go through it. But the Colts beat them 41-15.
The Colts are back in the thick of the playoffs, just like that.
I don't think there's nobody out of the playoffs in the AFC, except for maybe the Houston Texans. But you never know. We had the Ravens at the Bears. Oh my! What a
barn burner!
16-13.
And Matt Nagy is on the hot seat.
He should be.
He got his quarterback injured.
Lamar Jackson didn't even start because he was sick. So they brought in
Brett Hundley.
They brought in Brett Hundley, who had started like 0 games in the NFL and had about 3 hours of practice before he started.
And a blown coverage and then a touchdown later, and you lose.
Yeah, you lost. You scored 13 points. And the Bears are that close to a dumpster fire.
They're 3-7. And Matt Nagy is the head coach. I told you Matt Nagy is not a good coach.
He might not last for very long.
He got his quarterback Justin Fields hurt.
Yeah, Justin Fields is out this week. Now, we'll talk about that later. But he is out this week because he is injured now.
Because
he got injured in that game, and they had to bring in Andy Dalton. Man, Andy Dalton couldn't win the game.
Then that's just been the Bears the whole year. Or for their whole franchise.
Since 1985. For the past 36 years, this is the Bears. Well, they did make it to the Super Bowl one time, but that's it. Speaking of our perennial dumpster fire, we have the Lions.
Our old friends in Detroit.
Our old friends in Detroit. We love you. 10-13, they lost to the Browns. The Browns did not have a lot of offensive production, but they had
just enough
to get it done.
But Baker Mayfield struggled.
He did. Baker Mayfield's still injured. I don't know.
His shoulder, his knees, and his foot are all messed up.
Yeah, and honestly, it really goes just how the running back goes. They're a running team, and if their running team is healthy, then they normally usually win. Now, I think Baker's a great quarterback, but they've got so many injuries on that team right now. It's just hard. But they did win. Of course, most people beat the Lions.
Except for Pittsburgh.
Except for Pittsburgh, who just...
What the crap?
Who just ties them. But, hey, we will probably still have our first 0-16 and one team. So that'll be fun. We had the Texans at the Titans. What the crap? Again, what the crap with the Bills?
On a soggy, rainy, messy day.
Nasty day.
In Nashville. And it got even messier.
Tannehill threw 4 picks.
Count them at home, kids. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 picks. And a fumble. So a clean 5 turnovers there.
The offensive genius of Todd Downing.
I don't know.
Dad, I've told Dad about the Todd Downing effect.
Yes.
Ever since his genius came in as offensive coordinator, he's thrown 12 picks, and that is the most in the league. Only ahead of Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow, who are tied with 11.
Yeah, so Tannehill's threw the most picks in the NFL. Now, we will give him a little bit of a break because the best player in the NFL, Derrick Henry,
is out for a couple weeks.
Is out, and the Titans are struggling a little bit to find their identity. So, but they've still got a really good team.
And injuries.
Again, the Titans are sort of almost in the same boat that the Browns are. A fantastic team, but man, they've been beat up with injuries this year. So we'll just have to see how the Titans can turn it around here too.
And Todd Downing. Don't forget Todd Downing.
Good old Todd Downing. And then we had the Packers at the Vikings. What the crap?
Isn't that
we had the Bills lose, the Titans lose, and now the Packers lose. Now that was a really good game, but
Justin Jefferson got 100 yards receiving in the first quarter for the Vikings.
Yes, 31-34. The Packers defense, who was starting to look pretty good,
collapsed.
Looked horrible in this one. You give up 34 points, you're going to lose most games, you know.
And now the Vikings, now with a 5-5 record, they made a field goal late in the game for once.
Yes, to win the game.
And now they're 5-5, and then the thick.
How can you be 5-5 and be in a playoff hunt? That's because there's no super strong teams out there. The best teams have 3 losses. Only one team has 2 losses. And we'll talk about them here in just a minute. But, man, this has been a weird year of football. It's fun. I mean, you have no idea what's going to happen one week from next, but it's fun. We had the Dolphins at the Jets.
Jets. Jets.
They just couldn't pull it out there. 24-17
Shout
on
out
that
to you,
one.
Big L. The future looks bright.
Mhm.
Just draft well.
They've had a lot of injuries too this year. I mean, starting quarterback went out, this one went out, that one went out. There's been a lot of injuries this year that we've had to deal with. We had the Saints at the Eagles. The Eagles, man, Jalen Hurts looks
like a franchise quarterback.
Could he be a franchise quarterback? Did the Eagles find
a franchise man?
A franchise quarterback? Maybe.
If the Eagles keep playing
honestly,
well,
we actually thought that Hurts would end up being a pretty good quarterback. He's got all the talent in the world.
He can run the ball. He's a dual threat.
He went through Alabama's system and
Oklahoma's.
So he's been through two different really good college systems, and now he's went to the NFL, and the Eagles are starting to build a little momentum there too. So who knows? The Eagles may end up.
Jalen Hurts is a dual threat quarterback. He can run when needed and he can pass.
And did you see the ankle breaker he had in that? Man, he broke him off at the knees. That was fantastic. If you hadn't seen that, look up the Hurts ankle breaker. That was a really good one. But who knows, man? We'll just have to wait and see.
The Eagles are in the thick of the playoff hunt too. They just need to keep winning.
Speaking of another team that's in the playoff hunt now, the 49ers. At the Jaguars,
a much-needed victory.
30-10 over the Jaguars.
Especially for Shanahan's job security.
Yeah. Now, the Jaguars were coming off of a win. You don't hear that very often. And this didn't have it, just fell a little short there, a little lackluster short there. But the 49ers, again, they're looking pretty good there. Scored 30 points on them, so... And then we had the Bengals at the Raiders.
Big game for the playoff race, and the Bengals got the better.
The Bengals looked pretty good. Scored 32 points. The Raiders, ever since the bad wreck with what's his name, with Ruggs, have been a little out of sorts. I think Ruggs was a big part of their
off-field
offense.
Drama in this season alone has pretty much hurt their year.
I think it's with the crap with the coach, and then the crap with the Ruggs, and the wreck, and then they just
out of sorts. Their off-season is going to try to get things straightened.
They're out of sync a little bit. They're a fantastic team, got fantastic talent. But they just seem to be off a little bit.
Has just affected their team.
I think it has, and you could tell. I mean, their quarterback there, he was
not happy.
He was not happy in his post game interview. He was like, "I'm tired of this crap. We we practice hard, we do everything, and it just so." I think the Raiders got a fantastic team. They're just going to have to try to find a way to gel
and find some stability
around all this trouble that's been going on. Yeah, the Cowboys at the Chiefs. What's the crap? Can't even score one touchdown.
Okay, I'll let you rant. I'm just.
Should Kellen Moore go the way of the dodo? I think when they got rid of Garrett, honestly, I think they should have got rid of Kellen Moore and brought somebody else in.
But Mike McCarthy loves Kellen Moore. So.
I don't think Mike McCarthy loves Kellen Moore. I think Jerry Jones loves Kellen Moore because Jerry Jones is the one that hired Kellen Moore. And we're getting a little bit of effect of the upper management that loves to run a football team.
You are not a fan of big Emperor Palpatine?
I'm not. No, get out of it. Let the people who know football the best do the football. And you do what you do best, which is manage. You're a fantastic owner. You're richer than rich. Because you're good at running business.
Stadium. You have AT&T Stadium right there in the heart of Dallas.
You're a great businessman. Do the business. Bring somebody else in to do the football. And let's win some games. How about that?
Yep. And now you got the Chiefs who've rattled off 4 straight dubs.
The Chiefs, they still don't look great. They only scored 19 points, but they've won 4 in a row. And that's all that matters. If you can figure out some way to skim by those crappy little wins till you get good.
Yeah.
If you get good in week 15,
that's good.
That's when you need to get good. You can be crappy up until that point. Ask the Giants when they were 9-7 and beat the 18-0 Patriots
in the Super Bowl.
Get hot at the right time. So this season is still young, and there's probably 10 teams right now that can win the Super Bowl.
That's kind of exciting.
It is, yeah. We had the Cardinals at the Seahawks. The Seahawks season, I think, is pretty much over.
It's pretty much done.
I love me some Russ Wilson, but it's time to look at the offseason, I think.
I think it's time to maybe blow it up.
I think it might be.
It's been almost a decade since this whole team was constructed.
And I'm going to say something that may shock you. The Cardinals are the best team in the NFL.
Tweet.
What?
Tweet that on
the
Twitter.
The Cardinals are the best team.
The Cardinals are the best team in football?
Not AFC and NFC. All of it. They have the best record
in football
in the NFL
and they have
now.
Home field.
They have home field throughout, and they have Colt McCoy, who's won 2 out of the 3 last games because their starting quarterback's out.
Well, they might just have a solid foundation there.
Maybe they got a good coach. Maybe they got a solid foundation. But I don't. Does anybody else out there feel like? I don't feel like they're the best team. But maybe they are the best team. I mean, who knows who's the best team right now? They got the best record, but do you think if the Cardinals played the Packers right now, the Cardinals would win? Do you think if the Cardinals played the Bucks right now, the Cardinals would win? Who knows, man? This is a crazy year. But again, it's fantastic. We had the Steelers at the Chargers. What a fantastic game.
The Steelers made a comeback, but
just couldn't.
The right arm of
Justin Herbert, who had another fantastic night. If you're a fantasy player, he lit him up a little bit. Yeah,
he seems like he's going to be a star quarterback in the near future.
It definitely wasn't a steel curtain defense. It was more like a shower curtain defense. Because they gave up 41 points. So you give up 41 points, it's going to be really hard
to win.
They even let up. I think they let up a little bit, and the Steelers did drive late. Which give credit to the Steelers, they did not give up. They kept on pushing.
But
I think Ben Roethlisberger is a first round Hall of Famer. He's just a fantastic quarterback, I think. But he's getting a little old. The team's getting a little old, but they've got some good players. Najee Harris, I think, is again one of the best pickups that you could have got for the Steelers. Get back to that good old slobber knocker Steelers. That's who they are, you know. But the Chargers came out on top, and the Chargers, are back in the thick of things. Everybody's in the thick of things. And then we jump into Monday night. We had the Tampa Brady Buccaneers. Oh, I said Tampa Brady, didn't I?
Yep.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Giants and
beat them by 20.
Yeah, the Bucs have been struggling a little bit lately, but I mean it's a good thing whenever you're playing Jason Garrett and the Giants to get healthy.
Jason
Garrett. Yeah, that's right. Jason Garrett is
fired as offensive coordinator.
He is no longer the offensive coordinator of the Giants, so no more.
Let's give him a finale.
Oh, yeah. Let's give Jason. Good job, Jason. Good job, Jason. Now he's out. And that's it. That is the winners and losers for Week 11. Now it's time to talk about our dumpster fire of the week. This is Marty again. Say hello, Marty.
Hello. It's residing up in the cuckoo's nest this week.
Yes, we have, again, a brand new dumpster fire. So let's check it out.
Dumpster fire of the week.
Yeah. And the dumpster fire of the week is...
the Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons have finally reached the pinnacle...
of falconing.
Of dumpster fire.
It's not dumpster fire, it's falconing.
Falconing. Guess what? How many points have they scored the last 8 quarters?
1, 2, 3.
That's the only hand you need. Because they've scored 3 points in the past 2 games.
The fall off is complete.
Now, we don't have enough fingers and toes amongst all of us to count how many points they've gave up because they've been outscored 68-3.
We can try to count it.
That's too much. That would take too long. But man, 68-3 the past 2 games. They figured out how to use Kyle Pitts, and I thought maybe they were going to turn a leaf about 4 weeks ago, but then people figured out, all we got to do is stop Kyle Pitts.
Yep.
Because they ain't got nothing else on that team.
3 different Falcon quarterbacks threw a pick.
Yeah, when you have one team in one game to throw 3 picks with 3 different quarterbacks.
Actually, 4 picks with 3 different QBs.
Oh, they threw 4 picks.
With 3 different quarterbacks.
quarterbacks.
And on one different occasion,
anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. I'm going to throw another pick. Oh my goodness! Yes, the Falcons are horrible right now.
All it took for one quarterback was one pass to achieve that amazing accomplishment.
Oh, so he was he was 1 for 1, huh? Oh my goodness!
The Patriot defense just suffocated them.
Yep, 25-0. But the week before, the Dallas Cowboys beat them 43-3.
Dear Lord,
Man, 68-0 in the last 2 games.
that's 68-3. That's a disaster.
That is some bad football, my man.
It's a disaster.
We have the Dirty Birds are burning in Atlanta right now.
And it's not even clean. It's all dirty. And
It's
stuff.
all Dirty Bird. Yeah, Dirty Bird burning.
It's full of like dirty feathers and sticks and fur and fuzz and all that stuff.
And my favorite, burning banana peels, baby. But anyways, yeah, that is our dumpster fire of the week. We will go ahead and jump into week 12, which is the special Thanksgiving edition.
Happy Turkey Day to all of us.
Happy Turkey Day to everybody out there.
Gobble, gobble.
And of course, that means Thursday night we have
3 games throughout the day of Thanksgiving.
Yummy, delicious games to watch while we are eating our yummy, delicious food. So we will go ahead and jump into our Thursday night games. First of all, we have the Bears at the Lions.
Hey, Lions. Aren't you supposed to be losing a football game then?
Yep, Lions are going. Lions. I mean, it's a Thanksgiving tradition.
To see the Lions lose.
To watch the Lions lose a football game. They're 0-9-1, and they're about to be 0-10-1.
I kind of want to see them win so they can fire Matt Nagy.
Oh man, wouldn't it be awesome? I mean, that would be like a Thanksgiving miracle if the Lions could pull out a win. Of course, if you could do it, it might be against the Bears. The Bears are only favored by 3. But
because this is Matt Nagy we're talking about.
The Bears,
he is the offensive genius.
And Andy Dalton is starting because Justin Fields is injured
because of Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy's offense has killed another quarterback. Oh, that's horrible. I'm picking the Bears -3 just because the Lions can't win. But the Bears can't win either.
I would be so excited.
But, I would be happy if the Lions won. Wouldn't that be just fantastic disaster? if in prime time the Bears lose to the Lions. That would be fantastic. Okay. We'll jump on into the Raiders at my Cowboys.
Another Thanksgiving tradition. The Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
The Cowboys on Thanksgiving. The Cowboys win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. I'm going to say the Cowboys win this one.
Because
the
Raiders are in turmoil anyway.
Yeah, the Raiders are struggling a little bit now. Cowboys are actually favored by 7.5. That's a lot of points. But I'm probably going to take the Cowboys -7.5, yeah.
The Raiders are in turmoil.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit right now. We got the Buffalo Bills at the New Orleans Saints.
This is the Bills' bounce back. They win.
It better bounce back. Now, the Saints need this or they're going to fade away into not going to the playoffs.
To the Drew Brees-less.
To the Brees-less, yeah. You missing Drew Brees yet? Kamara hopefully will be back this week. He's been out 2 weeks now. Hurt, so we hope that he'll be back because he is fantastic to watch. I want to watch Kamara on Thanksgiving, don't you? Man, he is just fantastic to watch. But the Bills are favored by 5.5, but honestly, I think the Bills will bounce back again and should beat New Orleans by that 5.5 plus. We'll jump on into Sunday's game. We got the Panthers at the Dolphins.
Panthers
are favored by 1.5. I think with Cam having another full week of practice and a full week to look at that playbook and study, I think they beat them actually pretty easily. We got the Steelers at the Bengals.
Big game.
Big, huge game. This one definitely has playoff implications. If the Steelers lose, they go 5-1.
And
Detroit. The Lions. And if the Bengals win, they go to 7-4, which puts them
well into the
playoff hunt right now. But if the Steelers win, they're 6-4,
and into the thick of the playoff as well.
And they're ahead of the Bengals at 6-5. So if the Bengals win this, they're probably second place. If they lose, maybe last place. So yeah, this is a big game. I am picking the Bengals. Bengals are favored by 4.5, and the Bengals are at home. I'm taking the Bengals minus that 4.5. We got the Bucks at the Colts. Should be a good game.
Does Jonathan Taylor continue his rise into superstardom?
I don't know. The Bucks defense is pretty good, but man, Jonathan Taylor has said, "Here I am, everybody," and he has introduced himself into the NFL. Now, the thing about it, there's going to be some people saying, "Well, I know who ain't going to beat us. It ain't going to be Jonathan Taylor." So I'm going to put 12 people up in the box, even though we only got 11 on the field. I'm going to bring in another guy. We're going to put 12 up in the box. If they don't put 7 or 8 in the box,
he's going to run.
He's going to run all over them.
I think the Bucks will win because they'll predict that Jonathan Taylor is going to be part of the game plan.
I do pick Tampa Bay's favored by 3, and I honestly think Tampa Bay should probably cover that 3 points. Yeah, this is more like a 27-21 type game, I think. We got the Titans at the Patriots.
A huge divisional game, a huge interdivisional game. Winner gets first dibs of the AFC's top seed.
The Patriots could be first in the AFC after this weekend. How many times have you heard that?
With Tom Brady, probably 100,000 times, but with Mac Jones, never.
If the Patriots beat the Titans, the Patriots are number 1 in the AFC with a rookie QB. That's ahead of the Bills. That's ahead of the Titans. That's ahead of the Chiefs.
Ravens.
That's ahead of the Ravens.
Home playoff games in Foxborough.
Hey, how about a Bucks-Patriots Super Bowl?
What the
We'll have Tom Brady taking on Belichick. That's all it's going to be. It ain't going to be the Patriots versus the Bucks. Tom Brady takes on his ex-coach Belichick in the Super Bowl. That would actually be pretty fun to watch, I guess, wouldn't it? But yeah, I am picking the Patriots. The Patriots are favored by 6.5 over the Titans. Do you think they'll win by 6.5 over the Titans? No, man. I think the Patriots will probably win it because they seem to be on fire right now. And Tennessee's struggling to find their identity. But I'm going to take the Tennessee plus 6.5 points, though, because I think it might be like a 2-point game, not a 6.5-point game. So we'll take some Tennessee plus some points there. We got the Eagles at the Giants.
Eagles should win this game. The Giants just fired Clappy. So.
Yeah, the Giants are, again, struggling with their offense. The Eagles are looking fairly decent. The Eagles favored by 3.5. I like that.
Back to 500 to the Philly Eagles.
Yes, we got a fantastic, wonderful Falcons at the Jaguars.
It's even.
It's an even pick, man.
I might pick the...
Falcons?
Yeah, let's just say the Falcons.
I mean, they've only scored 3 points in the past 2 games, so they're due to score some points.
So here's your chance.
Yeah. We had the Jets at the Texans. I think it's another even one.
Jets.
Jets. Yeah, the Texans won last week. They are not going to win 2 in a row. Ain't going to happen. I'm taking some Jets.
Go L.
Go Big Al. We got the Chargers at the Broncos.
Chargers should win this.
They're only favored by 2.5, so
I picked Chargers 2.5.
I will take the Chargers 2.5. We got the Rams at the Packers. My goodness,
that's a big matchup.
That is a huge matchup. The loser of this goes to 4 losses, and probably slides back into the wild card positions more than the
division leading
position. Now, the Packers still could be division leading because everybody else in the division is horrible.
Because we got the Lions, the Bears, and the Vikings.
Now, the Vikings are racing up a little bit. You know, if the Vikings win this week and the Packers lose again, the Vikings are only one game out of first place.
What the crap?
This is an even pick too, believe it or not, with the Rams going to the Packers. I'm gonna pick the Packers just because it's the home team.
Old man Aaron.
The Rams are pretty good though, and you know somebody that's used to playing in Green Bay, Stafford.
Yep.
This is not going to be, well, I've never been to Green Bay before. Whoa. Nope, he's played there quite a long time because he used to be the quarterback of the Lions. So this will be an interesting game, but I'll pick the Packers just because the Packers are home. We got the Vikings, 49ers.
Big game, too.
Yeah, one of these teams are going to take a step towards the playoffs. The other one,
not so much.
Backwards a little bit, yeah.
I might pick San Francisco here.
San Francisco's favored by 3, and it is in San Francisco, so that makes me want to pick
the Niners.
The Niners in this, too. And then our Sunday night game It's actually a really good Sunday night game. Huge implications here, too. We got the Browns at
the Ravens.
The Ravens.
It's a rivalry.
Mm-hmm. That one's going to be a tough one. The Ravens are favored about 3.5. Honestly, I'm probably going to pick the Browns. It's just one of those crazy years in the NFL. So I'm picking the worst team in that division to probably beat one of the best teams in the division, like happens every week. And then our Monday night game, if you can hold the applause, hold the excitement, the Seahawks at Washington. That's a cricket, man. What the crap? Why did they give us that? After Thanksgiving, that's the slam dunk we got? Seattle, Washington, you couldn't flex somebody. I mean, flex the Rams Packers to Monday Night Football, or the Browns Ravens. You give us Seattle and Washington.
Whoopity-doo.
Whoopity-doo. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna watch the Manning cast because I don't care what happens in the game.
I hope they're casting that.
I hope they're casting that one because I want to watch them. I could care less about the game. Washington's favored by 1. Okay. I'll take Washington.
I want to take Washington.
Yeah,
Watch
okay.
the Seattle free fall continue.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But anyways, that is NFL, man. Some great stuff. That is week 11 and week 12. We hope you have some fun with us. Leave some comments below. Tell us what you think about what's going on, if we're good, if we're bad.
Hit the like.
Hit the like button, the subscribe button.
Groovy baby button.
The groovy baby button over there. Other than that, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.